Hi, this is Christine with Romance Between the Sheets. I'm here with Vicky and Lulu, and we're here to discuss our first video book club. And we chose Ruthless by Lexi Blake, and it is actually a spin-off of the Masters and Mercenaries series where we first met Maya, sister of the Lawless brothers, and she was actually first in Sanctum with Love, but her main book was Dominance Never Dies. Ruthless starts with the horrific murders of Benedict and Iris Lawless, parents of Drew, Riley, Maya, and Bran, and they were murdered by other business associates. Then the book picks up 20 years later, where it centers around Riley, who has been selected to seduce Ellie, daughter of Philip Stratton, one of Benedict's business associates, in order to gain access to the company they intend to destroy. Riley feels totally justified with his actions and intentions because she lived the life that he and his brothers and sisters should have lived, or so he believes. I really loved Ellie's character. She was completely naive, but I found that endearing. And she saw the world where everybody was good, where she could believe everyone, even though that's not really the case. And she has no evidence of that because even her own father on his deathbed was confessing all of his sins to her. Then I think Riley realized quickly that he was very conflicted with his feelings, and because he was falling in love with her, and he had this voice in his head, mainly Drew, and Drew was telling him to stick to the plan, stick to the family, and that's what he pretty much did, even though he was already, I think, making other plans, but someone else got in the way of that, as we will discuss later. And then we have Bran. Bran was actually the soul of the family, I thought, and Maya, who added the sisterhood and the grounding that the brothers needed. And I also like the fact that that we got to see the progression of Maya and Case's story, because Case he took a good swift kick to the balls in the first book, and which he so richly deserved, by the way. And so now he's adding the voice of reason to Riley, which he really needed. I really loved the book. I gave it 5 hearts. Oh, and by the way, we need to hear your opinion on who the 4th person is that helped orchestrate the murders. Both Vicky and Lulu gave me sound arguments, even though it's going to break my heart if they're right. Mm-hmm. And so, which, they do make sense. But I really enjoyed the book. I'm now going to turn it over to Vicky and see what you think.
Right, hi, this is Vicky. I liked the book. I didn't give it 5 hearts, I'm going to give it 4. I hadn't read the previous series, The Masters and Mercenaries, saying that when I started reading this, I don't feel as though I was confused because I hadn't read the previous series. So I would say that yes, you could hop into this series if you haven't read the previous, I think it's 11 books. You could definitely just hop into this book and just get right into this story. I liked Riley. I thought he was a really nice guy. Yes, he has revenge on his mind, but he is a nice guy and he wants to do the right thing. And initially when he wanted to hurt Ellie, when he meets her and sees the kind of woman that she is, and that she is nothing like the monster I think he expected her to be, he changed his mind. He doesn't want her hurt. And my heart broke for him when he was heartbroken because Ellie was in fact hurt. I liked Ellie, but I did think she was a little naive, not in a way that I liked. She's very nice, she's very caring, she's very sweet, but there were times I just wanted to yell at her to either shut up or hang up the phone or just stop talking. Other than that, she is nice, but I was irritated with her. The story initially was a bit slow for me. It took a while for me to get into it, and then about 50% of the way through there is a boardroom scene. And that is where, that boardroom scene was, literally like, holy shit, what am I reading? And it was shocking and it was unexpected. and from there the book just skyrocketed. It was amazing. I didn't want to put it down after that because I wanted to know what was going to happen. So yes, that boardroom scene was definitely the turning point in the book. I would be interested in reading the other books in this series. I would like to learn more about the Lawless siblings, especially Drew. And I would like to see how it ends, who this fourth person is. I have a suspicion who the fourth person could be. I don't know how it would work, but just for some reason I have a feeling that I know who it's going to be. So I guess I'll just have to wait and see. So like I said, 4 out of 5, and I would read more books in this series for sure. So over to you, Lynette. Lulu.
Thanks, Vicky.
Well, if you're watching this, I've just revealed her name and it was supposed to be a secret, so...
I'm sure people have already figured it out. Okay, hi Lulu from Romance Between the Sheets, and thank you Vicky and Christine. I give Ruthless a 5-heart review. I would read it again, even though I know some of the secrets, but I still have so many questions regarding the Lawless family, so I cannot wait to pick up book 2. I was beside myself through the first half of this book, like knowing and waiting for Ellie to have revealed all the players to her and who was double-crossing her. You know, Christine, Vicky and I all agree again that the boardroom scene is just epic, and that threw the whole storyline wide open. My favourite quote came from Mia, the boy's sister, you know, talking about wanting Ellie to fall in love with her brother as she was sick of the sausage fest. You know, I mean, anyone that can put sausage fest into a mystery suspense novel and make me laugh while still having, you know, my heart broken and being scared for other characters. Well, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, and I really loved that that scene. Now moving on to the sex scenes, you know, look, we're giving great moments. Quickies on the desk at work, the first time they do it, you know, but again, it doesn't, as Vicky said, this story is more about suspense action, you know, with a bit of the romance and that thrown in. My favourite I suppose, sex scene was after Ellie's emotional heart-to-heart with Bran, and then she and Riley sleep together. And, you know, it wasn't so much their sex scene, but the actions of Ellie to enable Riley to sleep all night with her. It just kind of cemented them for me as a couple, and I knew deep down that they were going to be okay. Well, until the next curveball was being thrown their way. But anyway, that kind of just keeps going in the second half of the book. You know, your heart just doesn't stop beating until those last few pages of the book. And, you know, we get a happy ever after for them at this point in time. I won't ruin any more surprises. You know, you need to pick it up. As Vicky said, I was like, Vicky, haven't read the previous series. You don't have to. You can pick this up and really enjoy it. It'll probably make you want to go back and read a few of the other books. But, yeah, I really enjoyed it, and, yeah, it was great. Back to you, Christine.
Well, just in closing, again, please give us your opinions on the fourth person. We can't wait for the second book to come out, which is in January. And if you are reading the Masters and Mercenaries series, I believe the next book is called Submission is Not Enough, and it comes out in October. And that's the twin brother to Case. So I'm looking forward to everything. I hope you all have a great day, and we look forward to our next book club book.
Bye.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.